Actually, I'm not sure if I brushed my teeth today.
I know you smell.
No, seriously?
Yes.
Wait.
Stop.
No. Just breathe.
Breathe on me.
Does it stink?
Yes.
Wait, seriously?
Yes. Your whole house smells bad.
Wait, are you kidding?
No, when I walk in here, I always think to myself, oh, Guns Akimbo's house smells bad again.
Okay. No, seriously.
Sometimes it doesn't, occasionally, but it smells bad more than it doesn't smell bad.
I want your honest, dead honest response.
Yeah.
Because she'll never watch this.
She probably will watch this.
Did it smell worse before does it smell worse after my girlfriend moved in?
Your apartment?
Yeah.
Yeah. But she makes everything smell. I introduced Guns Akimbo to Mrs. Guns Akimbo, so it's okay for me to say that she's just a dirty, smelly girl.
She taught me not to use deodorant.
Yeah.
It's nice.
She showers like every 3 days.
Yeah, and eats garlic.
Yeah.
She's really cool. I like her.
Yeah, no, those are great things.
She has a specific scent.
Yeah, it's very unique. Nobody else smells like her.
Yeah, it's nice. I thought, I don't know, I'm really into that for some reason.
Yeah, it's natural.
Anyways, welcome to StarCraft 2 Amateur Hour.
You know, it's kind of funny that you play Zerg and you like dirty girls.
Yeah, it is funny. It's natural.
Yeah.
It's not as dirty as your dick.
Nope.
Yeah.
Not even close.
I'm Guns Akimbo.
I'm Negative Suns. This is StarCraft Amateur Hour.
Yeah. And we're sponsored by Starcraft.org, which strangely enough, I think I'm about to be banned from the forums.
Yeah. Because you have this bad habit of, fighting with people on the forums.
Dude, they're fucking dicks, man.
Seriously, anybody who disagrees with you is a dick.
No, well, kind of. But no. Here's the thing. People can disagree with me. That's cool. I like when people disagree, but they should shut the fuck up afterwards.
Yeah.
Seriously? All right, I think everyone listening to the show understands that the StarCraft community and video gaming community is the stupidest damn community ever. Seriously, you're all raging retards.
That's not true.
It is true. Okay,
I
I work for a video game
StarCraft
publisher, and I deal with all the fans too every day for work, and then I come home and deal with them on my free time. And they're pieces of
scarred emotionally.
Seriously, you're all pieces of shit.
No,
fuck you all.
The video game community is actually really, really nice community overall of all the different kinds.
They're
of
nice in
that
person.
Exist. So what kind of community do you think's better, the StarCraft community or the copyright infringement Pirate Bay community?
I'd just rather not deal with any of you.
You should just accept people for who they are.
Yeah, assholes.
You have to find the love in your heart.
Sorry, I just got off the forums before looking for replays and fighting.
No, I kind of know what you're saying. It's one thing if you disagree with somebody, but it's another thing to call them stupid, in quotes, and make fun of their opinions.
Well, that's what I end up doing to them because they're fucking assholes.
But because you let them pull you down to their level.
Yeah, well, I like that.
Yeah,
I can beat them at their level.
Yeah, you do function really well at that level.
I'm really good as a primate. I'm an awesome primate. All right.
It sometimes makes me mad, a little bit, not really mad, but disappointed that your computer isn't quite good enough to turn on. Like on my desktop at home, if you look at the Nexus, the shadow for the blue crystal on top.
This is why you belong in the fucking forums. You're a geek.
Listen.
Talk to people or something.
Just shut up and listen.
All right.
You know the blue crystal on top of the Nexus?
Yeah.
The shadow of the blue crystal has a blue transparency to it on high graphics settings, and your computer can't handle that.
It can handle it. You're a piece of shit. Anyways, let's get on to the episode. But right before we do, we've opened up a donation fundraising drive for...
Didn't we say this already?
No. For the StarCraft... We talked about it personally.
Yeah.
For the StarCraft 2 Amateur Hour official video camera that we want to buy for Christmas. So we opened it last week, and thank you to Paul Brown. Thank you to Logicane.
Logicane or Logicane, which sounds a lot like lidocaine.
And we're going to keep this donation thing open. It's going to be in the StarCraft Amateur Hour post on starcraft.org. You can click a button, donate whatever you want. If we get more money than we need for the camera, which is going to be around $200 or so, I think.
Yeah.
We're going to be donating it to Child's Play charity, or if you specify in the donation, we will put, if you specify any extra money, into the prize pool for an upcoming tournament that we're running.
The way you said that was really confusing.
I don't care.
If you when you donate,
we don't need to explain it. Fuck that.
I'm gonna re-explain it because you're bad at explaining.
We don't have retards on our show.
This is why you get into arguments with people who are on the forums.
There's no retards
bad
on
at
our show.
explaining
I'm pressing
yourself.
play.
You can press play, but I'm gonna re-explain that point. If you donate over the $200 goal, then any extra, you can specify whether you want it to go towards the Child's Play charity, which gives like video games and toys to children in hospitals.
in children's hospitals.
Or you can specify if you want that money to go to a prize pool for the Starcraft Amateur Hour tournament that we're planning currently.
So today we're learning about Protoss, and we're going to learn how to be faggots. So if you don't want to be a faggot, I wouldn't watch this game.
Yeah, just skip ahead to the Zerg section.
Mm-hmm. No, we're
where
dealing
where
with,
Guns Akimbo teaches us how to enrage people on forums.
we're dealing with mirror matchups today, which when I hear mirror matchup, my first thought is a guy or myself.
We should actually not. We should actually. This is all important stuff.
Okay. I think about a guy or myself naked staring in a mirror with his dick touching his mirror's dick.
Yeah.
And that's what I think about when I see mirror matchup. Dick to dick with your own mirror self.
That makes sense to me. I get it.
Okay, so let's talk about Protoss now.
Okay, cool.
Speaking of dicks.
So, the format that we're going to go through is I'm going to pretend like I'm teaching Guns Akimbo about PvP, the subtleties of PvP.
Honestly, I know nothing about PvP.
So it's actually real. I'm not pretending. And then he's going to teach me about the subtleties of Zerg for Zerg. I don't know if that's going to be on the same episode or next.
It might be.
Next
we'll
episode, or we might drop it all together. Whatever. But this is the PvP part. So
yeah.
The first thing you know about PvP is that you want to put your pylon on 9 supply, right?
Yeah, cool. It's like an overlord.
Yeah, same
like
thing.
a shitty overlord.
Same thing.
Let's go.
And after that is just the gateway timing, and this is important because one thing that a lot of people come to me and they ask me like, so what are some tips for PvP? Like my PvP is really not great. It's one of my weakest matchups. So how do you what are some tips, Negative Sons?
So when they say they're not great at it, do you think they have trouble just getting past the early game? Is that the initial problem? They don't know what to look for. They don't understand the fundamentals of it.
No, but I win 90% of my PvPs in the first 10 minutes, or less.
Okay.
Like literally 90% don't go beyond that, and
Yeah,
it's important.
that's how I am with ZVZ.
It's important to know. See, this is getting frustrating because I can't focus on multiple things at the same time.
Okay. Keep pausing. It's fine.
So yeah, this is gonna be a pause-filled episode. So now you see that I have my scout. I have a scout in Vezir's space here. By the way, this is the player I'm playing. This is a practice partner of mine from Starcraft.org, whose ID is Vezir.
He's a really great random player. Yeah. He's really creative.
Really good random.
Really creative to the point where I hate playing him because it's frustrating. He borders on cheese, but it's not cheese. It's really just creative.
Yeah, because he has really strong macro too, actually, for all the races. So it's hard to beat him late game. So the reason why I'm scouting so early, normally you wouldn't scout till 12. You would build your pylon on 9 and then your gateway on 12 and then scout. Mm-hmm. But the reason why I'm scouting early here with this probe is just because it's random. He's random, so I wanted to see I wanted to see his race and see that he wasn't going for something super early like a 10 gate. So I think I scouted on 9 after I put my pylon down, which would be in time to see a 10 gate, which he wasn't doing. He's putting his gateway at 12, which is normal.
He got his pylon a little bit early. I think he might have gotten his pylon at 8, or he got his pylon earlier than yours.
No, I'm pretty sure he got his pylon at 9. He might have gotten his probes out quicker or something.
Okay.
I don't know.
So,
but our gateways start at pretty much the same time, and now, so what I was talking about is a lot of people come to me and ask me about PvP, and here's the biggest thing about PvP. It's a lot like Zerg vs Zerg from StarCraft Brood War.
Okay.
Where you would have these stalemates between two groups of Zerglings, and the Zerglings would, like, one group would have 6 Zerglings and one group would have 7 Zerglings.
And 7 Zerglings rape 6 Zerglings.
And as soon as the guy got 7 Zerglings, he would attack.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
it's that 5% advantage which makes it from an even battle into a rape city.
But exactly. But
I want to go to
Rape City. I want to go to Rape City too. Can you take me to Rape City after we do the show?
Yeah, man. Then we'll go to Jersey City. It's only like 20 minutes south of us.
So the thing about PvP is looking at how many gateways I have, and it's almost, I like to think of it when I'm playing as a game of chicken, like from like a 1950s car movie.
Okay.
Where it's like you're both driving your hot rods at each other.
Yeah, it's hot.
And that the analogy is to how many gateways you get, and whoever the person who's chicken and veers off and crashes off the cliff, is the guy who didn't build enough gateways.
Oh, is that because the other car had a dildo on its hood piece?
Yeah, and he was afraid.
And he was afraid of
going
it.
to Rape City. Yeah.
My God! Imagine putting a dildo as an ornament to a car and literally ramming somebody.
Yeah. What do you think the Protoss do with pylons when they're not going to battle?
Yeah. Do you do that to each other as a fetish?
That's how Protoss reproduce
Okay, cool.
through pylons.
All right, so at this moment in time, I'm going to hit play again because you just put down your second gateway before any of the gateways finished.
On 13, yeah. So I put it down immediately when I saw it was scout dependent. All this stuff has to be scouting dependent, which is why scouting is so important
Okay,
early
so
PvP.
what did you see? So you saw one gateway here,
Right.
and that's fine. But why would you put a? You didn't see anything else. You didn't see a cyber core. You didn't see a gas go down.
No.
So
Nope.
why? So
I
how
put
is that scouting dependent? If
I put
all
a
you saw
second
was
gateway.
one?
My probe's in his base, and his probe's in my base.
Yeah.
I put a second gateway down, and I'm going to watch what he does. And if he puts another gateway down, then I know he's anteing up.
So you're putting a second gateway down to see his response. It's like I'm going to show you my dick, or you're going to show me yours.
Exactly.
kind of thing?
It's exactly like I'm going to show you my dick, or you're going to show me yours with a mirror.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. So now right now you did that, and you're looking for his response. So right now, if I'm watching this replay, and I want to see how to play PvP,
You even see I'm
looking for his
selecting my
response.
probe right now. I'm selecting my probe. I'm looking at my probe.
Man, your APM's great with that probe.
Yeah, I have such good probe micro.
Yeah.
So
And so you left, but why'd you leave?
I come
Oh,
back.
no,
I
you
only
came
left
back.
because he was auto following me. But I do come back to rescout.
Okay, so now he puts down a cyber core. So before we move on anymore, what's your? We haven't seen it yet, but what's your initial thought on that?
Okay, so I haven't scouted it yet. Actually,
So you want to just get to the point where you scout it?
keep
so it's
going
relevant?
until you see what. And I'll give you my thought process currently that's going on right now.
Okay.
So what I'm thinking is that I have my second gateway up way before him. It's almost done before he has put his second gateway up. That's what I did see, and I do turn back around and come.
We
to
know you
scout
have like
again.
30 seconds on him on the second gateway,
Yeah,
and
but
right now you're gonna know.
I do turn around and come back to rescout.
Okay, so now you see cyber core.
Yeah.
Now, this is where I have no knowledge of like, well, what's. I understand two stalkers kill one.
Yeah.
So what's your thought?
Well, we're
right
gonna
here, though?
look at like either 2 or 3 games. I don't know. I guess it just depends on what we get to. But this is also one quick thing I want to say is about building placement. Is if you notice that Vezir's buildings are all at the front of his choke, and my buildings are back towards my nexus. This is also one reason why I prefer. There's a lot of reasons, but this is one why I prefer having your buildings back in PvP, because if you see my probe was just able to scoot up the ramp and check out his important tech.
Yeah. Okay.
And whereas he would have to go deep into my base to look around for my tech. And another reason being, if it does go late game, once you have stalkers out and stuff, you really don't want a bunch of buildings there blocking your stalker from getting an arc.
Okay.
If zealots are coming up your ramp, for example.
Okay.
So, but
And
back.
do you find pros doing that too in PvP? Do you find there's a
Yeah, most
major
pros
preference?
pull their buildings back. It depends. Like a lot of pros will build their buildings like right next to their nexus.
Okay.
And some will build them about halfway like this.
But usually you don't see it choked off in PvP.
Not except for Zerg, really.
Okay. Cool.
So now what I'm thinking when I scout that he has his cybernetics core is basically, and this is not in any way overconfident, but basically I win this game.
Really?
You know-
So right now he's already in your head. You feel good.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. Right now at this point I know that I've won this game 100%.
Really?
Because there's no way, especially on a map like Steps of War, that with my second gateway finished already, there's no way that he can catch up to me. So
So you're talking about.
This is why
Are
it's
you
like-
talking about just early game right now, as far as a push is concerned?
yeah, but it's not going to get to late game because this is why it's like a game of chicken. Is you can see that I'm actually going to chrono boost out both of my gateways.
And you have all the rallies set right to the
Right to his
bottom of his base. Okay, and so even with that walking distance, so you're saying even with that walking distance, which is short on a rush map,
Yeah.
and the fact
But
that
also
his
if you look
buildings are
at-
placed in a way where he's not choked off fully, but he can probably put like a few more pylons down to create a choke, and he has a cyber core coming down, he gets a stalker or sentry.
But also,
you're still
if you look at
saying
his-
you
if
think
you-
you won.
If you look at his, actually that's not true. But the only thing that he can do is I'm pretty sure my zealots are going to get there before he get a sentry out.
Okay.
But the only thing you can do really is to sentry force field the ramp. But you're not going to have enough to keep it force fielded.
Okay.
With only one sentry.
Okay.
And if you look at his base really quickly,
No.
you'll see there's another critical part of tech is that I can see that he's not warping in his zealot.
Yeah.
Which makes me know that because his gateway's not lit up. So it makes me know what I'm thinking right away is that he put his first 150 minerals after gateway into cybernetics core.
So there's a lit up gateway,
right. And
and there's a non.
there's a not lit up gateway.
That's
So-
weird. I have always known the chrono boosting gateways. I'm not sure if I ever really noticed.
Because they switched
lit
to
up.
warp gates so quickly.
Yeah. That's interesting.